Yeah, good morning, everyone. Just a quick video here to bring you up to date and let you know where I'm at, what my understanding of this situation is with Vince Foster. They, I guess, start at the beginning and go through quick what I think I know, I guess, what I've heard. The original part of this came from apparently somebody passed away who had a letter that was to be delivered or opened upon his death, and this letter contains something regarding Vince Foster, and somehow got to Trey Gowdy, who forwarded it on to this judge to get a order to exhume the body. Hence, now this was 23 years ago this happened, and all the stories and everything, you know, I think every situation has been covered. What could have happened, what might have happened, what the consensus is, and there's lots of stuff out there if you look it up. And but anyway, he was exhumed. They did deliver him to the Naval Hospital, where an autopsy was performed. At some point, I'm assuming he was removed from the casket. I don't know when that was. If he was in a body bag or just laid in the casket, it's hard to say. But apparently the autopsy was done, and came to the conclusion that he did have 2 gunshot wounds to the head. I believe one may have been from the front, through his mouth, and the other was, I'm not sure, but I think it was through the back into his neck. And apparently it's a good thing we keep our live government officials protected better than we do the deceased ones that need to be handled with care. And the autopsy was done. They changed it to murder, and apparently sometime after that, the body disappeared. Don't know how else to put that. Nobody could find it. It was later found a couple blocks from the hospital, apparently in the back of an ambulance that was on fire. And I'm gonna leave that one wide open. Anybody got any ideas there? How it got in an ambulance, I don't know if it was in the casket or just on the cot in the ambulance or what, but just doesn't sound right. And usually use a hearse to haul bodies around, or the inconspicuous Suburban or such. I did own an ambulance service for about 12 years and know a little bit about that. And ambulances aren't cheap, so we got one that was just burned up. Kind of curious whose it was. AMR comes to mind because they're one of the bigger ambulance companies around, to see what happens. But apparently they can't even keep track of a dead body, and after 23 years of digging them up, and all they had to do is take him back and put him back in his spot and let him rest in peace, but guess that's not going to happen. The other things, that I have heard, like I said, it's all just basically hearsay, that Hillary was told that by Trump she was going to be put in jail if he was elected, and Vince Foster was going to be how he took her down, basically. Don't know if that's true. Could be, very well. And as much covering up as they did and killing of all the people involved, the coroner and everything, from the first time around 23 years ago, I'm really surprised they didn't get the wife to cremate the body, so there was no evidence left. And I don't know how that happened, because everything I've seen and heard is that she would not even answer any questions to help with the investigation. Even coming down to the gun was found in his right hand, and he was left-handed. And they asked her about if he was right or left-handed, and she said no comment. It's all just really weird, and way too much cover-up of these higher-up people getting away with this stuff is just way too senseless, and it's crazy. And they talk about the Clinton body count. Well, I believe that's all true, and something needs to be done about it. And they think they're too powerful to nobody can do anything to them, and what they have on everybody, only God knows that. They got something over all these people, to the point of they can commit murder and have them cover it up for them, and nothing else is said. So just thought I'd update you a little bit there. There's not much more, but everybody take care, and God bless on this great Sunday, and talk to you later. Bye.